Hey there, it's Kevin here from MaximizingEcommerce.com. I help people build e-commerce businesses that they can be proud of. In this video, I'm going to share my thoughts on why I think it's important that you have an email responder sequence whenever somebody buys your product, either on Amazon or on your own website, asking for feedback on that product to hopefully get a review. Now, for one, as we know, it's important to customers when they're shopping that they feel comfortable in a product based on what the social proof element is. So if they buy a product, they want to know that other people liked it, other people like them, thought this was a good product. Now, if they don't think other people liked it, they're probably less likely to buy it. I don't think people need lots of reviews. I think people get too caught up in the number of reviews, but I think it is important to have some social proof on your product. Now, here's what I found was that I stopped having an email autoresponder sequence, and I ended up doing basically just whatever happened. And what I started finding out was I was getting more 1-star reviews and I was getting less 5-star reviews, and I started noticing the scores in some of my products start to dip. And then as soon as I turned on my autoresponder sequence, which I currently use, Efficient Era. There's a few others that you can use. Sales back reviews before, liked it. Managed by Stats, I used it. It was pretty good too. I've never used Feedback Genius, but I've heard good things about it. So there's a lot of different ones that you can use. But like I said, I use Efficient Era right now. But what I do is I ask people for, basically I send them 2 emails. The first one I ask them just, how does everything with your product? Hit reply, just letting me know that you got it and that you're happy with it. And I don't send them to any links. And then on the second one, I send them to a review page. And then what happens is if they like the product, hopefully they leave a review. But I just ask for an honest review. I don't go into click here if you like it, click here if you don't, which is not within terms of service, so don't do that. But I try to stick within Amazon's terms of service. And then what I do is, because I've asked for this feedback, I have the chance to fix any issues that come up. So some of the 1-star reviews that would have happened don't happen because I had a chance to fix it. And sometimes I get a chance to turn them around. I've had quite a few instances where customers were unhappy about something, but because I gave them the chance to tell me, which gave me the chance to fix it, and I ended up getting 5-star reviews out of it. Now, I can't necessarily say for sure I would have gotten a 1-star and I turned it around, whatever the case may be, but think about when you leave a bad review someplace, if you've ever left a bad review, whether on Yelp or on Facebook or on Amazon, chances are nobody did anything to fix it, or if they tried to fix it, they didn't resolve it to your satisfaction. So if you can resolve things to people's satisfaction, you're going to be more likely to get things turned around for you. Because what's going to happen is people want to get their feelings out. So if they don't feel that things are resolved, they want someone to know about it. Whether it's they call Amazon to report you, or they just leave a bad review, or in best case scenario, they contact you to tell you that there was an issue. Because if they do that, then you can fix it. So you might be saying, well, but some people don't like these emails. Well, Amazon recently came up with, a few months ago, it's not that recent, but a few months ago, it's March of 2018 as I record this. But a few months ago, they allowed people to opt out of these type of email communications. And that's made it so that you sometimes get these emails, if you do email sequences like what I talk about, that say, your message to a buyer could not be reached. That's fine because that person opted out. Well, that's someone who probably would have been upset that you were contacting them anyway. I think I've had, like, in the last 6 months, one person write to me and say, please stop messaging me. And I think what had happened was they had bought a product several times, like it was around the holidays. And I think for every instance they bought it, they were getting an email. I can't say that for sure, but I think that's what it was. And they were upset about it. So, okay, I apologized and they moved on and everybody was happy. So more than anything, it's important to get to the people who would leave you a bad review so that you can hopefully fix it. And then also, give the people who are happy a chance to leave you a review. Because think about this in your own life too. Like I said, people want to get the negative feelings they have out and let someone know about it. But when you have a positive experience, what do? Nothing. Oftentimes you just go about your day and you're like, oh, that was great. And then maybe you have a positive feeling if you think about when you went to a certain restaurant or you bought a certain product, but you might not do anything. You might not review it. But if you're asked, hey, do you mind leaving us an honest review? Not like, hey, please, we only want 5 stars, but like, please leave us an honest review on whatever the case is. If you went to a restaurant and they said, please leave us a review on Yelp, you'd probably be more likely to because they asked you and you had a good experience. Well, it's the same thing with Amazon. So if even only 1/3 of the emails that get sent out make it to your customers because the other 2/3 opted out, that's still going to over time be some 5-star reviews, which now you're starting to collect 5-star reviews, and you're still going to get 4s and 3s and 2s and 1s and whatever the case is. That's just part of life. But you're going to be more likely to get more 5-star reviews than the lower end reviews as a percentage, because those negative reviews, if you're able to turn it around, hopefully they give you a 5-star, or they're a negative review, they probably were going to leave a negative review no matter what. So at least you're giving the people that were positive a chance to leave you a positive review. So hopefully that all made sense. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment down below. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, please give us the thumbs up. And I thank you for making it all the way here to the end.